Captain can't be hide. He lights up, his pipes stretching time. Floating free, gotta ease his mind. Wings spread wide through the blue. Flying high, nothing else to do. In the cockpit, it's just him and the breeze. Captain Canada feeling at ease. Stretching time in the open air. Flying high without a care. Captain Canada soaring free. Smoking sky, all he needs. Turbulence can't shake his vibe. Every puff makes him feel alive. He's the captain you can't confide. Loving life and stretching time. Sunset glow as he climbs higher. Heart beats to his own choir. With a grin, he takes another puff. For Captain C, no sky's too tough. Stretching time in the open air. Flying high without a care. Captain Canada soaring free. Smoking sky, all he needs. Stretching time in the open air. Flying high without a care. Captain Canada soaring free. Smoking sky, all he needs. Stretching time in the open air. Flying high without a care. Captain Canada soaring free. Smoking sky, oh.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream. Hope you guys are all doing well. Happy Thursday evening, my friends. Back so soon. Yes, we are. Got the beautiful Air Canada A319 in front of us. Service from Toronto down to Boston should be a great evening flight. I'm definitely looking forward to it. We should be just hopefully getting a sunset arrival into Boston. We may arrive into Boston just before the sun has set. But we will do our best to get that sunset arrival into Boston, friends. Hope everybody's doing well. Digital, welcome back. Gary, good to see you. Andre, welcome. Ben, good to see you. Airbus fan, welcome back. Hope you're well. Aiden, good to see you. MSFS nerd, good to see you. P Thibs, welcome. Chris Clark, welcome back. Schlur, good to see you. Firefighter, welcome back. Tom Brady, good to see you. Andre, good to see you. Tanner DeMobile, welcome back, my friend. Hope you're well. Melvin, good to see you, man. Welcome back. Hope you're well. Justin, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. Christian, welcome back as well. Hope you're doing well, man. Doing the same flight right now too. Nice, very cool. Looks like we've got some ATC here in Toronto. Looks like they're fully staffed up. We've got ATIS, we've got Tower, we've got Departure, and we have Center online for our nice little flight down to Boston today. Should be good. 2 streams in one day. Yep, every Thursday, man. Every Thursday, that is what we do. Thursdays, we have 2 streams. Always a fun time on Thursdays. Alrighty, friends. Well, let's do it. Let's jump inside the aircraft. We'll get this bad boy programmed, ready to rock and roll. First Officer Henry has done a great job kind of setting up the aircraft so far for us. So first thing is first, what we'll do is we'll go down to our electronic flight bag. We'll go to My Flights. We'll import via SimBrief. Good. We've got 16 minutes to depart. We should be good on that. Pardon me. We should be good on that. Toronto over to Boston. Air Canada 756 is the call sign today, friends. If we go to our mass and balance, we're going to load the aircraft. We're going to go instant via GSX. Good. We have 131 passengers on board today, 1965 on the cargo, and about 6,000 kilos of fuel. Wonderful. Let's go down here to the FMC tab. We'll hit that guy. Beautiful. We'll go to our NITREF tab. We'll do our NIT request. We'll throw in our call sign today, Air Canada. What was it? I just said it's 756. We'll throw that up into there. Beautiful. You can see Toronto to Boston has loaded there. Wonderful. Initial cost index today, we're going with 5, and we're going with a cruise level of 370. So we'll bug that in there. 37,000 feet. Beautiful. Let's go to our init B page, because we did our weight and balance, we can send all of this down to the McDo. So 54.4 on the zero fuel weight, 29.7 on the zero fuel weight CG. Block fuel 5.9, we've got all that set in as well. Wonderful. Everything looks good there, friends. I'm happy with all of that. Let's go ahead and grab ATIS here in Toronto. Toronto ATIS is information Kilo. So we've got Kilo, and we'll go and grab our expected departure, which is the KEPTA 3 departure with the Bumpa transition. Now, the only thing I don't know is what runway they're departing out of, but if I have a look-see here, it looks like they are departing simultaneous approach ILS 24 left and runway 23. Approach in effect, landing runways 24 left and 23, departing runway 23. So a little bit of a long taxi, most likely. Because they are departing out of 23, we're going to be taxiing all the way down across the terminal. Maybe if they're lucky, they'll give us 24 right for departure, but I probably don't think that's going to happen. So we'll tune to tower now on 18.7. We'll get that bugged up and ready to go. 1187, good. We'll bug that over. Beautiful. All right, and we'll go ahead and call for our clearance. Toronto Tower, good evening. Air Canada 756 with ATIS Kilo, IFR2 Boston, please.
Air Canada 756, Tower, good day. Clear the Boston Airport for the KEPTA 3 departure. Bumpa transition. Flight planned route. Depart runway 23, squawk 1073.
All right, Air Canada 756, cleared to Boston. KEPTA 3 departure, Bumpa transition, then is filed. We'll expect 23 for departure, squawking 1073.
Canada 756, you read back correct information, Kilo, call for taxi.
Call for taxi, we got Kilo, thanks. All right, 1073 on the squawk, we'll turn that on, and we're going to go to TA, beautiful. Let's come down here, we'll work on our flight plan. Toronto, departures, 23. KEPTA 3 departure. Where are you? There you are. KEPTA 3 with the Bumpa transition, and we'll go ahead and insert that. Beautiful. We'll go into Boston, go to arrivals. Let's see what the weather's doing in Boston this evening, friends. Boston weather is showing winds 080 at 4, 10-mile visibility, few at 11,000, broken at 18, broken at 2,800. So quite a low cloud deck into Boston today. But with the winds 080 at 4, I would assume that we will be expecting a runway 4, or is it runway 6 or 4? No, yeah, runway 4 right into Boston today. I'm assuming that's what we're going to be doing. So we'll go ahead and bug that up. So we're going to pick the ILS 4 right. We're going to be on the J-Fund 2 arrival. We're going to use the Ponct transition. And our approach via, we'll select Goshi, and we'll go ahead and insert that. Beautiful. Let's scroll through the flight plan here. We'll make sure that everything's looking good and everything is set. There's no crazy discontinuities, which there's not. Beautiful. Everything looks good there, friends. I'm happy with all of that. We'll bring this all the way back up, and there we have it, friends. All right, cool. Everything is good. Everything is set in there. As for loading, it looks like they're finishing up. Boarding is complete. Beautiful. Let's spool up that APU. Let's get ready to rock and roll here, friends. Go to our departure tab, 23 dry. Doing a flaps 1F departure, force tow no, anti-ice off, packs on, sync load sheet, sync live weather, and we'll calculate our V speeds. 45, 45, 48, 1/up, 0.6, and 66 on the flex temp. Let's send that down to the McDo. Beautiful. Good to see you going out of Toronto, Cap. What gate you at? 251. Right at one of the weird gates, very to the east side of the terminal. Go to our perf page. We'll confirm that those numbers have been inserted. 45, 45, 48, 1/up, 0.6, and 66 on the flex. That all looks good to me, friends. Let's jump over here to the first officer side. We're going to go to our AtSiu menu. We're going to go to the AOC menu. We're going to have some received messages. We should have our preliminary load sheet, which we'll accept. And we're going to have our finalized load sheet, which we'll accept. 131 plus 3 on board today, friends. Beautiful. That looks good to me. APU is on and available. We'll get the APU bleed on. We'll remove the external power. We'll get the fuel pumps on. Good. We'll bump this over to the aft position. Good. We'll make sure our crew supply is on and the Cappy Purr's good. We'll get our red beacon light on, passenger seatbelt sign is on, and we'll go to GSX and we'll prepare for pushback and departure. Beautiful. We'll come back over here. We'll go to our ground services. We'll confirm that all of the doors indeed are closing. We'll remove the GPU as well. And if we have a look-see outside, you can see all the doors are closing. Beautiful. Looking good, friends. Looking good. Andre, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Like the stream. That's right. If you haven't done so, like the stream. Decap Punked is pronounced Ponset, named after a fellow ZBW controller. Ponset. Interesting. Okay. I always thought it was Punked. Punked transition. Punk. Nice. He got an idea if they're going to fix Toby on 24. I know that there is a fix that you manually have to do, Ben, but yeah. Daniel, welcome back, man. Hope you're doing well, dude. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, QNH is set, 2974. Let's brief ourselves here quickly on the Kepta out of runway 23. So on the Kepta departure, it's going to be runway heading then a slight right turn, 245 degrees. Unless otherwise assigned by ATC, maintain 5,000. So that's going to be our initial climb, 5,000. We have that set and checked. Everything is good upstairs, friends. We are ready to rock and roll. Ready to rock and roll. Got a JetBlue over there. Only one leg today, Cap. We're thinking of doing a second. Just one leg today, Andreas. We had quite a busy... we want to be facing southwest. We had quite a busy, quite a long day this afternoon. So, yeah, just the one leg tonight, man. Park brake is off. Block time is on. Sim sounds are up for engine start. Let's go engine mode selector to the start position. Grab it from the left view here. As soon as we start the pushback, we'll start spooling them up, friends. Getting ready to rock and roll. ECAP, when do you plan on switching to 24? Probably after a few more sim updates and compatibility updates. Alright, let's spool up engine number 1. Enjoy the startup, my friends. Grant, good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. 12 Cut, good to see you, man. Been a minute. Hope you're doing well, dude. Welcome back, sir. Been a minute.
And Tower Air Canada 505 ready to tag.
Canada 505 runway 23.
I feel like my view is...
Taxi via Alpha Hotel.
Going to runway 23 up to their 2975, taxi via Alpha Air Canada.
Your Denis 238 Tower.
Thought you to call for push in Toronto? Nope, don't think so. They're all alleyway. Unless you're pushing back onto an active taxiway, you're good to go. But this is all non-movement here in Toronto. So all of this... Oops, didn't mean to do that. All of this area here, so the ramps, Delta Tango, Delta Romeo, Delta Quebec, Delta Papa, Alpha Lima, Alpha Kilo, Alpha Juliet, Alpha Golf, Alpha Tango, all of this is non-movement areas, so you usually don't have to call for a push as long as you're inside these areas. Now, if we were pushing back onto an active taxiway, yes, absolutely, you'd be calling for pushback. Park brake is set. We'll go ahead and spool up engine number 2. Also, if you listen very carefully on the... When we called for our clearance... What are you yelling at now? Hydraulic PTU fault. We're going to pretend we didn't see that. When we read back our clearance, he said call for taxi, not call for pushback. So you have to be... Maybe some controllers want it, maybe some don't, but yeah. I think it's also if you're pushing onto the apron edge, could be. Yeah, Flight Type of Toronto will always be one of the better looking airports, as well as super good performance. It is for such a large airport. I do agree. Heard frame gen isn't going to be available for 3,000 series cards, only 4,000 up based on the new update. Well, Hussein, 2024 comes with frame gen enabled now for any graphics card. They use the NVIDIA, I forget what it, not the NVIDIA, sorry, the AMD FSG3, I think it's called, or something. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, you don't need frame gen mod or anything like that now for 2024. All right, I don't know why we had that error pop up, but we're just going to clear that out and pretend that we're good to go. It says INOP Systems PTU. Okay. Upstairs, APU can go off. APU bleed can go off. We'll go ground spoilers armed. Auto brake over to max RTO. We'll set flaps position 1 for takeoff. There we go. Flaps 1 are coming out. You know it's an old Air Canada when they've got the green tape on the fairings. Upstairs, we'll get our nose light over to taxi. We'll get our trim value set here as well, up 0.6. So we'll set that. There's up 0.6. Good. We'll bang that off. Good. And we'll make sure that our predictive wind shear system is in the auto position. Beautiful. 32.8 for departure. Good. Park brake comes off, and we'll go ahead and pull ourselves up here short of Delta Tango. All right. Let's get it. Toothpaste always hits, dude. So nice. On the 319 too, I feel like it like suits the 319 very well. Very well.
Last calling, that's completely unreadable. You're way too loud. Okay, Arcana 505, where are you going?
Holding short of hotel, Air Canada 505.
Canada 505, you made a wrong turn, so continue hotel, then left on Echo, cross runway 33, right?
My fault, took a wrong left turn, supposed to go right there. Okay, continue across runway 23.
Sup, Cap? Good while since I tuned in, looking good in the toothpaste. Simply good to see you, man. Welcome back. Hope you're well. All right, we're short of Delta Tango.
770, runway 23, altimeter 2975, taxi via Alpha Hotel.
Toothpaste is the best on the 319. Some of the bigger planes, I prefer the modern Livy, like the 777, for example. Yep, I could agree. I like the toothpaste on the 787 as well. Really like it on the 787.
Air Canada 505.
Toronto Tower, good afternoon. Students 301, information kilo, stand 166 Bravo, requesting aircraft clearance to Cologne.
Hello, Cap. How are you? Passing by as always. Nice to see you flying. Of course, currently flying more in real life as passenger than the sim. Have a great flight. All the best. Papa Gasho, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back, dude. Hope you're well, man. Hope you are well. Alex, good to see you, man. Welcome back. All right, we'll do our takeoff config test. Good. We'll ding the cabin. Good.
Verify squawk 4641.
Look, I'm good to see you after a long time. Akash, good to see you as well, man. Welcome back. This is 2020.
Stevens 301, read back correct information. Lima, call for taxi.
Tower Canada 756, ready to taxi. We're Delta Tango.
Thank you. 2 I got Air Canada 756, Air Canada 756, runway 23, Lima's current, altimeter 2975, taxi via Delta Alpha Hotel.
Delta Alpha Hotel, we got Lima. Thanks, Air Canada 756.
Delta
Alpha Hotel. So straight out here, right turn on Delta, right turn on Alpha, all the way down Alpha, right turn onto Hotel. Let's go. We're having some lobster, clam chowder, and lobster. I need to get some seafood when I'm in Providence for the expo, that's for damn sure.
The Durlo transitioner. I cannot verify your
Joe, my man, huge no floaties to you, dude. 54 months. Huge no floaties, Joe. Thank you very much for 54 months. Absolutely incredible, my friend. Appreciate you big time, dude. Thank you for the continued support, Joe. Appreciate you, man.
GMC 10 Canadian dollars.
With the 10 bones
it's Friday
as well.
With me now, and all is fine apart from being tired. No need for a tinfoil hat.
That's a late one for you, Mr. GMC. Thank you very much, my friend, dropping the $10 donation. Huge no floaties to you, GMC. Thank you, man. I really do appreciate you, buddy. Incredibly kind, man. The seafood New England is the best. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Gonna get some lobster rolls. Gonna be some good stuff. GMC adding another 10 onto your total, my good sir. Putting up to 560 on the month. Thank you again, GMC. Appreciate you, man. Guys, let's get some love and chat for Joe and GMC. Showing the love. Thank you, guys.
Alright, squawk 7541.
Braxton, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. Welcome back. Hope you're well as well.
Via the Captain 3 departure.
Ooh, look at that. A 787, chat.
The transition. We're taking off at a runway 23.
Very nice.
JetBlue 123.
Is 2024 finally getting patches, or is 2020 the OG is going to stay the OG? Well, we'll have to wait and see, man. I mean, I think 2020 is going to stay the OG, but yeah.
Airborne departures 132.8.
Clear for takeoff runway 23 over departure.
I think it'll stay that way for a while, to be honest with you.
Toronto Tower, hello, United 1976 is IFR to Reagan National, ready to copy clearance when able.
United 1976 Tower, good day, cleared national.
All right, it's not going to be this right. It's going to be the next one. This is Delta Papa. I always confuse this one with Alpha. It's Delta Papa into the ramp, so the next right on Alpha is what we're going to be looking to make here, friends. Don't think we're going to get that sunset. It looks like we're getting that sunset right now, chat, but make it a nice little evening arrival into Boston. Boston. Used to use via Game Pass. Planning on buying after getting a laptop. Do you suggest 2020 or 2024? Depends when you buy the laptop, to be honest with you. It really depends. I mean, you could always buy one simulator and get the other one on Game Pass like you're currently doing. Nothing wrong with that at all, in my opinion. Nothing wrong with that.
Call for taxi information, Lima.
Alright, chat. We got a straightaway here. We're going to get this up to like 25 knots on the taxi. This is a long taxi up to runway 23. I wonder why they're not departing at a 24 left, to be honest. Or sorry, 24 right. 4 to 6 months from now, you'd probably be good to get 2024, to be honest with you, in 4 to 6 months from now. I feel like it's going to be a good sim by then. Punch it! Got it. 25 knots straight away, baby. Let's go. An Air Canada Rouge at the gate. Very nice. Is that a WestJet? That is. Nope, that's a United? United. I thought it was a WestJet for a second. Hey, Gap, Toronto looks so nice. Toronto's beautiful. Fun airport to fly into the sim. Not so much in real life. Kind of a shit show in real life, to be honest with you.
Air Canada 820 ready for taxi. Yes, sir. Verify squawking your assigned code of mode, Charlie.
Uh-oh. Getting in trouble.
I'm in mode, Charlie. You give me...
Jack, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, 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 my friend. Chad, it's fucking hot in here, man. It's hot and humid in here. I don't like it. Hey, Copy, you got good sim graphic settings anywhere? You need to check on mine. High-end preset, clouds ultra, trees and bushes low. Super simple. High-end preset, scroll down, put your clouds to ultra, put the trees and bushes to low. Boom, boom, boom. You're good to go.
Kind 445 clear to Ottawa, Verdo 7 departure,
Ottawa.
Transition, flight.
I thought about doing that flight, but it's so short.
1733.
Thought about taking us to Ottawa today. Maybe we'll do Ottawa soon. Pearson SL, attention all passengers boarding. The flight has been canceled until next week. Please talk to the gate agent to redeem your free Air Canada peanuts. Correct. Yeah, the joys of flying out of Toronto Pearson. Here in Minneapolis last night, was walking my pup. I saw 2 straight 7.5s coming in for landing. Ooh, that'd be really cool. Very nice.
Heathrow, runway 23, squawk 2545, Virgin 148.
Mine, thanks for your subscription, my friend. Welcome aboard. Hope you're doing well, man. Thank you for your support. Appreciate it. Welcome, welcome, man.
Verdo 7 departure, Lorca transition, Virgin 148.
A few weeks ago, the Phoenix Tower had a fire alarm go off.
Air Canada 445, your squawk is 1733.
Shoot YYZ to YHZ or YYZ to YYT. Those are some fun ones, or some long hauls, YYT to YVR. Yeah? I like doing those as well. Is it true that DLSS frame gen reduces texture quality in the cockpit? DLSS can be a little bit weird with the texture quality. I don't use DLSS, I use TAA, which I think is the best anti-aliasing. You can use frame gen with any with any it doesn't you don't have to use DLSS, for example. I should check your vids, they're about airplanes. Okay, send me a link in the Discord or something.
Ready to copy. Air 549 cleared Boston, Captain 3
When are the Phoenix Neos coming out? I have no clue, Jamie. I do not know, man. No, I don't really know any of that insider information, if you will.
Captain 3 departure on the transition flight plan route. Runway 23, squawk 3023.
Air 549, your readback is correct information. Lima call for
Can't get Discord. Oh. Well, I have no clue how I will check those out then.
We're looking for full stop.
Hear me out. Best looking plane 787, most fun plane 777. Yeah.
That would be myself, 9 points of Koch.
Stand by, I'll call you back. Seabird 99 Tower, good day.
I expect we might hear something about the Neos at the Expo. Maybe. Yeah. It's a good time. I don't know if... I don't think Phoenix has ever been at the Expo, though, to be honest with you. I don't ever remember seeing Phoenix or the Phoenix team at the Expo before. I could be wrong. Maybe I just didn't see them. I don't remember seeing them. Hi, Davis.
Alaska 972, cross runway 24, right join Delta.
No, we just flew 77. That thing's so damn sexy. It is nice. Yeah, I do agree.
Air Canada 770, contact the tower on 118.7. Correction, arrival 132.8.
32.8, Air Canada 770.
Air Canada 756, line up runway 23, departure frequency 132.8.
Line up runway 23 and departure frequency 32.8. Air Canada 756.
VFR station calling, say your call sign.
November 943 Golf Charlie.
Alrighty, friends. He's lining us up. We'll get our landing lights on, runway turnoffs on, strobe lights on, wing lights on, nose light over to takeoff. Beautiful.
6743 in the box, for Golf Charlie, flight 2.
Roger.
Tower, good evening, Air Canada 652 at gate Charlie 34 with information Lima, requesting IFR clearance to Miami.
Toronto to Miami.
That's
a fun flight.
Alaska 917, need your cross runway 24, right join Delta.
38, 24, push back.
Alaska 972, cross runway 24, right.
The PBR textures, man, it's so crazy. The way the light is hitting the
Thank you, have a good day.
the runway.
Golf Charlie, identified 14,000.
Beautiful.
1,400. The wind 160 at 6, altimeter 2975.
Love the nice
straight
big
under runway 23.
wide runways here in Toronto.
Runway 23, 3 Golf Charlie, flight 2, back.
Roger. Again, a 652 tower, cleared Miami, V3 departure, A transition.
You got, how do you get the Fly Tampa scenery? You purchase it. Exclamation point scenery in chat.
Tower cleared to Miami via the beach 3 departure.
Are you using a vibration mod? I use FS Realistic, so yes, kind of. FS Realistic adds like realistic camera movements and stuff.
652, read back correct information, Lima call for taxi, no read back. Air Canada 220, you're not on Alpha, next left and right, join Alpha.
Next left, Honorary, we'll join Alpha, Canada 220.
November 3 Golf Charlie, remain on.
What monitor do I have? Exclamation point monitor. In chat.
Remain on or north of runway 23 centerline at all times.
Okay, on or north of 23.
Should hop in the PMDG 737. Next time we're doing some Boeing, we'll probably do that.
756, the wind's 160 at 6, clear for takeoff, runway 23.
Clear for takeoff 23. Thanks for TC, man. Have a great night, Air Canada 756.
You too.
Alrighty, joystick cam is on, sounds are up, y'all ready to go? Let's do it. Throttle's up about 40%. Slight nose down pressure on the side stick. We're stable at 40, chrono's going on, let's go flying. Manflex 66 SRS runway, auto thrust blue. Takeoff power is set. Airspeed is alive. - 100 knots, we're neutral. V1, rotate. Little rocket ship. Positive rate. You're up. Bobby, what's up, man? Good to see you. Alright, 32.8 for us on departure. That's our favorite Toronto controller. Alright, throttle's down to climb. Bring our sim sounds down a little bit. We'll call departure. Call departures. Hello, Air Canada 756, 2300.
Air 756, no departure. Hello, identified. Climb 7,000.
Climb 7,000, Air Canada 756. 7,000 feet is in. It's going to give us left direct on course. It's going to give us left saver on course. Bring that nose down ever so gently. We'll start gaining a little bit of speed. Beauty. Let's get our nose lights off, runway turn off lights, and our wing lights off.
Requesting lower altitude, please.
185, descend 4,000.
Towers contacting you, Cap, to go to departure frequency. He said no floaties on the end. Did he? Nice.
756, turn left, saver on course.
Left direct saver on course, Air Canada 756.
Air Canada
That's
770, are you back with me?
the one we were waiting for. Left turn direct saver on course.
Air Canada 756, turn left direct saver on course, climb to level 230.
Left direct saver on course. We'll climb flight level 230, Canada 756. All right, 230. We're already left direct saver, so that's good. Let's go speed check, flaps clean.
Let's do descend 4,000.
Cycle is due, and what's the altitude? 3,000?
The 185, 4,000 for now, lowering at about 10 miles.
Okay, so they do and lower in a couple of miles.
Take 185, expect you now directing the let's do turn left heading 270, join the 2
Alright.
left collector.
Let's go and engage autopilot 1. Bring you guys back up into the flight deck. Very nice. Bring those sim sounds down a little bit. Nice. Welcome back, Storm. Hope you're well, man. There's Mississauga off the left wing. You can just make out downtown Toronto right there. Hey, Gap, have you tried Chaseline for Microsoft yet? I have not. No, it doesn't work with Tobii Eye Tracker. So it makes it a little bit difficult.
2 for left, 1009, and information Lima, Canada 87.
Beautiful climb out, friends. And we'll go ahead and clean up the rest of our stuff. Ground spoilers are disarmed. Keep the seatbelt signs on until 10,000. We're almost at 10,000, passing through 9,400 feet. Got stuck on the QEW for 3 hours today. Ew. Takeoff was incredible. Glad you enjoyed it, man.
1391.
All right, 10,000 feet. Landing lights are off. We'll get the seatbelt signs to the auto position. Good. Climbing out over Lake Ontario. Very good, friends. Very good. Need advice on laptop specs? I mean, get as good as money can buy when it comes to a laptop. As good as you can afford. Laptops can get expensive.
185, on present heading.
Very expensive.
For the runway 2 for left approach. Speed 190 or greater for now.
Okay, 190 greater, cleared.
They can be very expensive. Remember, guys, you're enjoying the content. Please don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. Give the channel some love.
778, contact please of 11985.
11985 for
There's downtown Toronto.
11987.
Oh, yes, about 11987 for 702.
We have a cap from Oakville. Hey, nice. Very cool. So crap, thought you usually went live at 7:30. Usually it's 7. Between 7 and 7:30. One of those two. I can hardly keep up anyways. We used to do 7:30. We've been doing 7 a lot lately. Just because it's easier. It's easier to get some longer flights than if we start at 7.
24 left to localize
Have you seen my post on my YouTube videos? I have not. No, sorry, buddy. I have not. Dan, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude, from Romania. Very cool. Checking in. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome back.
Just 8608 and 4,000 feet, 190.
7 p.m.'s prime time, exactly. Peanuts? Not yet. Not yet. Flight attendants will be making their way through the aisle shortly with complimentary beverages and snacks.
Air Canada 756, contact center 12577.
2577, Air Canada 756. Thanks for your TC. Have a great night.
Sure, then that's cool for
Scandinavian, that's the next.
Comet Heavy, descend.
Have pictures of my RC planes and my RC tank in the post section. Okay, very cool.
1000, Troll Truck, 2975, and if we could taxi Cargo West, park Cargo West, that'd be fine.
Comet Heavy, roger, plane runway 24 left.
24 left, Comet Heavy, RFL.
Charles Center, good evening, Air Canada 756, Level 180, climbing 230.
Air Canada 756, Toronto Center, hello.
Hello. Right, we're into the standards.
Scandinavian 949.
Standard Barrow.
23, descent to 8,000, Toronto.
Climbing up out of Canada. I can see the US of A off my right wing.
Scandinavian, that's the next.
Air Canada 756 for higher, contact Cleveland Center 11987. Good night.
For hire over to Cleveland Center 1198. Thanks for ATC, Air Canada 756. The US of A.
November 788 Delta Charlie.
Cleveland Center 19875.
Altimeter
Good.
2976.
375 for the altimeter for Cathay 1872.
Cleveland Center, good evening, Air Canada 756, flight level 200, climbing 230.
Air Canada 756, Cleveland Center, hello, climbing flight level 370.
Climb 370, thanks, Air Canada 756. Now having a great day after failing my CFI check ride. Good to be watching the stream relax after an 8.5 hour check ride. Damn, Ben. You'll get her next time. You'll get her next time, buddy. Don't be too hard on yourself. Trust me when I say that. You'll get it next time, man.
Hello, Air Canada
You will,
505.
you will.
Flight level 330 to 380.
Air Canada 505, Cleveland Center, hello. X46, 467, Cleveland Center, right now, contact climbing flight level 230, delay speed restriction.
230, no 6.
Tell me how I got real cat turb and all my flights so far. Since I've had it, I've had Kavik weather. Can I get some of that weather magnet, sir? Just fly along with me. TGAS is TA only? Yes, correct. You only have to have it on TA, Adyan. You do not need to have it on TA RA. So I'm going to teach you something right now about streaming. People like to stream snipe, right? People like to fly airplanes in front of me, around me, whatever it may be. So by having it in TA only, I'm still reporting all of the information that ATC needs. To have it in TARA, the RA stands for Resolution Advisory, meaning that the aircraft will either pitch up or pitch down to try and avoid collision. But because we're on VATSIM and the collisions mean absolutely nothing, it doesn't matter. You can fly right through airplanes, buildings, whatever you want. I choose to have it on TA. That way, if somebody decides to troll, somebody decides to do a flyby or park their airplane in front of me, I don't have to worry about my airplane going up or down. Yeah. You didn't know people were like that on the network? Oh yes, very much so. Remember, when you're a streamer and a content creator, you have a big old red bullseye on your back. Big old bullseye. Where can you find footage? Oh, just go back. You'll see it. Is it almost time to tie 2024 again? I don't know. We'll have to wait. We'll have to wait and see. Cap has seen his fair share of F-18s on VATSIM. Oh, yes, I have. That's an understatement right there, my friend. That is an understatement, sir. The great interception of 2018, yeah. And 2019 and 2020, and the list goes on and on and on. Is this the Embraer VNAV update? Correct. Correct. Yeah, those were ruthless days, Brody. It's all fun and games till the MiGs show up. Exactly. Gonna get you. Kyle used to stream snipe before he started streaming himself. Not true at all. I was never one of those people, man. Royal Airport Gaming, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome, my friend.
Thanks a lot, Delta 5641.
Delta 5641, Leeward Space to the east, versus Boston, top line, frequency change for today.
I was hoping Boston would be online, but it doesn't look like they're going to be online. Maybe we'll get some ATC when we get a little bit closer to Boston, but no promises, Chad, unfortunately.
Take care, Delta 1722 Cleveland Center. Hello.
Speaking of Nadya update, is there any way to update the air rack in the cockpit of the PMDG-73 and the Phoenix A320, or can I only do that if I restart the sim? You might be able to do it with the 7.3 tray, but I know for the Airbus you have to do it outside of the sim because it has the Navigraph app or whatever.
Delta 1454, DCMV at the bound to arrival, Metro, altimeter 296.
Have you been watching the V1 Tour de America stream? I have not. No. How baked am I on a scale of 1 to 10? A 2? Maybe a 3? Probably a 2. Was the pylon? I don't know why Air Canada has them. Do you watch V1 streams? When I can, absolutely. He streams a lot when I'm streaming, so it makes it difficult for me to watch, obviously. I mean, when I can and when I'm home, absolutely.
Loud and clear.
Perfect for flight simming. Yeah, I don't know why Air Canada... If anybody knows why Air Canada's 319s look like this, I don't know if it's like the older fairings. To be honest, I don't know if I've seen an Air Canada 319 with the tape like this anymore. I don't think it's speed tape. I don't know what it is. I'm sure somebody in chat knows. There's much smarter people out there than I am. But it's there for a reason.
United 2226, approaching top of the sun.
United 2220, assembly rounds for arrival, Cleveland altimeter 296.
It's a reference point for formation flying. Nice. I think the aircraft are being just held together by hopes and dreams and tape. They are Air Canada 319s. These things are probably like 25 to 30 years old. They're so old, they stripped all the screws and just keep them together with the tape. No. And that would be pretty funny, Les, to be honest with you. Called zinc chromatic primer, which helps prevent corrosion. Interesting. I thought that was just regular speed tape. I heard the other day that some were about 40 years old of the Air Canadas. Could be. Maybe some of their 320s. I thought the 319s were like between 25 and 30. You might be right.
FedEx 46 approved.
Roger, thank you, Director. FedEx 46.
This is mint flavored speed tape. Yeah, don't eat that. Might be in some trouble if you try and eat that one. Does the livery have a name like Boeing House Livery or Delta 100? No. This is just the Air Canada mint livery.
Roger, maintain flight level 40.
Damn, interesting, P-Thibs. And what alliance is China Airlines? I don't know. That is a good question for the good old Google, because I am not entirely sure. Hey Cap, why are you a cartoon now? We're stretching. Captain Zaid. Stretching time. First delivery of the 319 in North America was December 1996. So 96. What is that?
United 1976 is 200 for 230.
It's 26 years?
1976,
20 years?
Center, hello, climb maintain, follow 350.
Up to 350. United
That's just
1976.
delivery. I'm sure some of the airplanes are older.
Cleveland Center, good evening. Air Canada 820 passing through 17,000 for flight level 230. Air Canada 820, Cleveland Center, hello, climb maintain, flight level 390. Climb maintain, flight level 390 for Air Canada 820.
Davis is a youngin'. Kevin, the most 320 and 319 is a Legion. Leaves are most likely between 15 and 20 years old. Huh. AC was the first carrier of the 319 in North America, and that was the delivery of the first one. Interesting. Almost 30 years. Very interesting. $29 years ago. 319 was introduced on the Toronto to Boston route. Air Canada initially received 48 319s, but as of February 2024, only 4 remained in service. I know that they're phasing them out big time. I was very surprised to fly on one coming home from the expo. The Toronto to Ottawa. I think that's one of the ones that they mainly use it on now. He replaced their 737-200s. Interesting. That I did not know. Are we at cruise altitude, chat? We are almost there. Perfect. Let's go to our perf page. And we'll increase our cost index. Bump it up to like 35. Should give us a nice cruise mock. Got a nice little decent tailwind. It's only 20 knots, but better than a headwind, right, chat? Better than a headwind.
1720
Let's,
to approach back.
actually, the wing views are actually much better. That's a beautiful view right there. What are they getting replaced with? The A220? Yeah, and they have a bunch of A321s on order as well. What do they do with the decommissioned planes? They scrap them for parts. Some get scrapped for parts. Some get sold to other airlines. I think it really depends, to be honest with you. I know a lot of the Air Canada 319s still have the old CRT screens, which is pretty crazy if you think about it. Those CRT screens are ancient. Hey, Gap, I'll not be going to Flight to Mexico because it's so far away from Orlando. Ah, hopefully it'll be in Orlando again, man. Double stream today, every Thursday, Andy. Every Thursday. We got our afternoon stream and our evening stream. Do you watch Cockpit Casuals? Which one is that? Is that the guys that own like the repo business? Or like the ferry business? They fly a bunch of planes around? If so, yes.
Cleveland Center, Air Canada 820, can we step out of cockpit, flight 5 minutes? Report back. Will do.
How's the stretching going? Very nice. Yeah, those guys are awesome. I love watching those videos, dude. What's his name? Captain Ron or something, isn't it? What would you say is your most memorable stream and route?
Air Canada 770, Lumen 68 East, Boston, Southland, frequency change per half day.
No, dude, there's so many.
FedEx 361 radar contact, the altitude pass.
Shirley, what's up, man? Kind of looks like me, doesn't it? Yes, Daniel, his
FedEx 46 contact.
apparently his dad does all of the music for their videos. His dad makes every one of the Captain Bob. That's it. Yeah, his dad does all of the music for those videos.
Maintain 320, Canada 505.
Have you ever been called by a supervisor? Yes, many times. Many times.
Text 361 Cleveland Center radar contact, climb maintain follow 360. Center.
Once he hands us over, chat, I'm going to have to feed Mr. Henry. You'll have to give me a couple minutes. Yeah, that'd be a crazy job, Daniel. I don't know how they stay awake, dude. They do like 20-hour days. It's wild, man.
756 Lima Space to the east, Boston Southline, frequency change approved.
All right, monitor advisory. Thanks for ATC. Have a great night, Air Canada 756. 122.8 for us, friends. Monitor the Unicom, which also means we can get some tunes bumping. Make sure that's turned down so we don't go deaf. Turn that down a little bit. Good. Cool. Start bumping some tunes. We should get another IRL vlog. I've been thinking about putting something together for the expo, to be honest with you. I'm also going to do a bunch of YouTube shorts at the expo this year, and depending on what's going on with Thrustmaster, I just may go live like from my phone. So. What are you most excited for at the expo this year? Probably just to see all my friends. All the acquaintances and friends that I've made doing this over the years. Fellow content creators. A lot. Anything on the product announcement front? I guess we'll see. We'll have to wait and see if anything gets announced. Haven't seen Citation Max in a while. Must be living the dream. He was here the other day, actually. He was here on the weekend, Sean. He was here on the weekend. He checked in to say hello, and then we heard somebody on VATSIM using the 2 Romeo Foxtrot. It was pretty funny. It was like quite the coincidence. What do you think of the subscription 7.3 Classic? It will have to be PMGG level for me to get it. I don't know, man. Too much money for a Classic, in my opinion. Too much money. $120 to outright own the airplane. Or $50 a year or $5 a month. How do you make YouTube videos on your phone while I play War Thunder Mobile? I have no clue. You might have to get like a screen mirror. Is that a thing? On phones? I don't know. Alright, Chuck, give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to feed Henry. I'll be right back. All right, friends, we're back. Thank you. Xbox or Jets? What? Boston Center's online? Nice. Captain Air Canada used to operate 2 A340s? I did, yes. I've seen them before parked in Toronto. Flew them to Hong Kong and to Australia? Damn. Isn't Phoenix making an A321neo? They are. A320 and A321neo. Alright, someone said Boston was online. I do see Boston Center 34-7, so we'll give them a call. 34-7. Flip over to their frequency. Not the 318 Neo? No.
On this frequency.
Yeah, you'll have to Google that, Stormtrooper. Yeah. Nice cruise altitude it is. Air Canada 756, flight level 370.
Air Canada 756, well, there. Thanks very much. Welcome.
John, thanks so much, man, for upgrading from business class to first class. Huge no floaties to you, John. Thanks for support, man. Appreciate you, John. Incredibly kind. Thank you, dude. Appreciate you.
500 Boston Center, roger. ExecJet 430 Boston Center, radar contact as reported, maintain level 430.
Was asking which I would prefer, Xbox or Jet? Yeah, but like what?
Boston Center, JetBlue 216, descending via
that doesn't even make sense.
Pre-arrival, we're at flight level 230.
JetBlue 216 Boston Center, hello, thanks for radar contact, or fax, descend via Roebuck 3 for 4 right Boston, altimeter 2985.
Descend via the Roebuck 3, arrival for 4 right.
Eric, my man, up in a first class as well. Huge no floaties to you, Eric. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very, very kind. MSFS nerd. I'm lost by the question. Xbox or jet?
Air Canada 220 Ball Center.
It's a puzzling one. Yeah, I agree, Michael. I'd love to see a 330 from Phoenix, man. I'd really like to see one of those.
Delta 821, negotiate cleared ILS, runway 4 right approach.
Negotiate cleared ILS 4 right approach, Delta 821.
Air Canada 7, did we miss the call? We had some audio issues. Sorry, who is asking if they missed the call? What was your call sign? Air Canada 770, we just had some audio issues.
We need a 717? Yeah, hopefully TFDI will make one. Hopefully we get one from TFDI. Their 717 was really good in P3D. I remember watching like Chewie fly it all the time back in the day.
Boston Center, good evening, Air Canada 820, flight level 390. Air Canada 820, Boston Center, roger.
Do you think Phoenix guys would make a better 330 than any builds? I don't know. I mean, they would have probably full creative control over it, Davis, so I would assume yes, but I'm not too sure. I don't know. All right, chat, we're 50 miles, 50-something miles, 53 miles from top of descent.
WestJet 252, please.
So let's start plugging in some information.
Rate and contact Moncton Center on 132.2.
Don't use your sim rates. Boston. Air Canada parks up here at the Alpha Gates. Actually, no, sorry, they're at the Bravo Gates.
Boston Center.
Let's go to Boston, see what the weather's doing. 090 at 4, 16 degrees. 090 at 4. 16 degrees. QNH was 2984. 2984. And the barrel minimums for the ILS approach.
770, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240.
Boston flights, select approach. ILS 4 right, go sheet.
756, descend at pilot's discretion to maintain flight level 240.
Pilot's discretion at 240. Thanks, Air Canada 756. All right, so our barrel minimums for 4 right, 218. 218. Our barrel mins. Good. Cool. Descent page is plugged in. Everything looks good there. And we are 43 miles from top of descent, friends. 43 miles. And that beautiful sunset behind us. It's setting quickly. But she's there. She is there, friends. Have some chowder. Chowder. Delta's A, Air Canada's B. Correct, yes. B gates. Joe B. Hi, Joe B. How much lawn services? We're going to have to rename your YouTube handle to Joe B's Lawn Services. Pilot's discretion at 240. Can you explain what that means? Sure, very quickly. So if you're flying any type of modern jet, you're going to get a top of descent, right? So when the ATC says pilot discretion down to 240, essentially what he's doing is he's just letting you know that whenever you're ready, so basically whenever the aircraft is telling you it's time for descent, you're cleared to flight level 240. So that's what that is. It's basically a way for ATC to give you your descent clearance nice and early, and that way it's taken care of and we're all on the same page, you know? Oh, it's Flight Simmer. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Hope you're well.
Boston Center, base 83609, about 30 south.
Capybara land is burned with butter.
Climbing out of 1.
Hey, Joe B.
Flight level 300.
Do you know what they have very close to our Airbnb in Providence?
Are you in contact with Jet 1622?
Joe B?
He needs to at least contact me.
Which
by
I'm pretty
text to let
excited
me know
about.
I'm in communication with him because he's just totally not reaching me at all.
Boston Center, JetBlue 1622, sorry, we're having radio problems.
JetBlue 1622.
Nope. I have Chick-fil-A here now, Joe. I don't know. Chick-fil-A is Chick-fil-A. It's still great, but I have Chick-fil-A in Ottawa. I can go to Chick-fil-A anytime. Do you know what I can't go to all the time? Raising Cane's.
Contact Boston approach 133.0.
Sonic.
1622, sorry about that.
Raising Cane's and Sonic, Joe B.
Out of Bangor, say your call sign again.
Space State 3609.
Space State 3609, Boston Center, hello, over to contact 40 miles south of Bangor, climbing to maintain, flight level 300.
Flight level 300, Space State 3609.
Sonic is overrated. Sonic drinks. I don't go to Sonic for the food. I go to Sonic for the drinks. Raising Cane's? Ah, man. I'm excited, Joe B. There's 2 of them, Joe. One is 8 miles, one is 10.5 miles from the place. It says 10 minutes because it's all freeway. It doesn't look like there's an insane amount of traffic in Providence either. What car do I drive? I have a Toyota Corolla. A newer one. Min Lee, thank you for your subscription. Welcome aboard. You've actually never been to a Sonic? Joe B. Oh, buddy. Cherry limeade, Joey. Cherry limeade. Add nerds on top of it. Diabetic coma, but holy shit. Corolla, you don't give Corolla vibes? I mean, it's a newer Corolla. It's a newer Corolla, but hey, man, I went with something that after driving sporty little fun cars around, nah. I'll take 2, please, dude. The cherry limeade, your mind is about to be blown, Joe B. The cherry limeade, dude. We gotta go, Joe B, when I'm nice and stretched out one evening. We pull into the drive-thru. Joe B's my designated driver. Oh, shit. Joe, I was thinking about this the other night. You know what you need to bring? Or I don't know if you can buy them in Providence, but I want to try one of those. Mr. Jarvis. I made Jarvis go with me when we were in Houston. I dragged his ass all the way to a Sonic. Bro. What are those drinks, Joe? The alcohol that you said tastes like the blue slushies or blue freezies. What was that one called? I can't remember what it was.
Air Canada 756, descend via the J-Fund 2 arrival for runway 4 right, Boston altimeter 2984.
All right, we'll send via the J-Fund 4 right, 2984, Canada 756. More like begged you to drive me. Hey man, I was ready to go. I was ready to go. I don't know. You used to drink them, Joe. It was the ones. It was they look like blue slushies or something. Ah. Okay, got you, Joey. Got you. All right, so we've been cleared to descend via the J Fund. So if we open up our chart, runway 4 right transition takes us to Joe B. Hey, Joe B, look. You're on the big screen. Joe B. At 210 knots. 6,000 feet. 6,000 feet is plugged in. Good. We're descending on the J Fund. Have you seen the new Willie Nelson drink, lettuce-infused cocktail without alcohol? Interesting. Interesting. Take care, nerd. Have a great day, man. Mavericks Donuts. Maverick Donuts are... I'm not a fan, to be honest with you, man. Maybe it's the location that I've been to a couple times, but if I want like one of those special gourmet donuts, I'm gonna go to Suzy Q. Costas, nice. There's a donut shop near the house that slaps. I'll bring you some. A local spot. All right. Joe B. We'll talk about this later. I think I'm going to need you... how far is the airport, Joe? Do you know how far the Providence airport is from, like, Providence itself? Is it far? Is it not far? I may need the Joe B taxi to pick me up. Joe B taxi services. Also, I have all the info for the Airbnb and I'll send it to you. Not far enough for it to be an issue? Alright, cool. Don't worry, I already told you I'll be paying your gas. I'll probably regret that. Now, what we really need to figure out, Joe, is if we should take the train or if we should drive to New Haven. Rhode Island is small. Nothing is actually that far away. All right, cool. A lot of good food in Providence and surrounding towns. I'm excited, man. Yeah. Is this real time? This is real time, real weather. Well, I was thinking about that, Joe, and I was like, man, it would probably be cheaper than fucking, pardon me, friggin' putting, like a tank and a half of gas on the truck. Enjoy the seafood? I can't wait, man. Yeah, how long is the Amtrak from Providence to... I took the train from Providence to New York for a show last year and it was primo. Okay, cool. Well, speak with Kimbo, and I'm just thinking it would end up being cheaper and a different experience. We get to take the train, right? From Providence to from Providence to New Haven, you think it's 3 hours? I don't think it would be that long. I think Providence to New York was about 3 hours.
I'm sorry, I misspoke there. Air Canada is going to send via the J-Fun to arrival for runway 4 right, Boston altimeter 2984.
Send for 4 right for the J-Fun to arrival, Air Canada 62.
No, to New Haven. We want to go do the pizza one.
Good evening, Boston Center.
Providence to New York was about 3. So yeah, I would say it's about... it would save you about an hour-ish on traffic too. Oh man, Joe, I think we got to do that. 2 hours on the train. Do you get stretch breaks on the train, or does it just stop and go?
I'm sorry, JetBlue
2 hours without a stretch break.
37,000. What's your position?
I don't know if it would be cheaper necessarily, but certainly worth looking into. Yeah, you don't. I mean, you don't have to put the miles on the truck either, right? It's up to you, man. Really.
There you are, JetBlue 123, Boston Center. Okay, did you
doing the southeast?
Or were you talking to Cleveland?
Go to Mystic, Connecticut for the pizza. We're going to New Haven. We're doing Frank Pepe's and Sally's Beats. It's 1 hour and 29 minutes. Ah, that's nothing. That's basically how long it takes in a car.
Level 370, expect vectors for spacing.
Alright, we'll expect vectors for spacing, JetBlue 123.
Frank Pepe's and Sally's Beats.
United 815 Boston Center, hello, descend via the Robux 3 arrival for runway 4 right, Boston altimeter 2984.
Robux 3 arrival for runway 4 right, United 815.
Who else calling?
Got a 1011, thumb up.
The key is to get a table in the cafe car.
1011, thank you, the wind of Raleigh 210 at 6, runway 15, clear to land.
Can you please do a Sally's Beats on the review on the channel? Maybe.
American 1135, center.
Maybe.
American 1135, 145.
You just got Pepe's today, you'll love it? Aw, man, jealous. Mystic Pizza, not just a movie, but a really good pizza. Interesting. Never heard of it.
JetBlue 123, turn left heading 040, vector for spacing to Boston.
Sally's
Beats.
Left
040, JetBlue 123.
Beats. Right now I want pizza. Nice. Can others tag along? I'm sure we could try and figure something out, Richie, yeah? I don't see that being a problem. As long as everybody can behave themselves, I don't see it being a problem.
3609 to send me to the Ocean 5 arrival, runway
I
4
think,
right, altimeter 2984.
I think Citation Max was going to meet us there, too. I got to message him. I got to figure out what the plan is with Max.
JetBlue 2866 Boston Center, climb and maintain, flight level 360.
Level 360, JetBlue 2866.
Air Canada 613, you're leaving my airspace.
Pasrito, what's up, man? We're almost Friday, dude. We're almost Friday. I'm on duty during the expo, but thinking I need to request the time off. Hey, man. I think it'd be worth it, Craig, if you can get it, dude. Gotta go and get your food. Enjoy, man. I had a very late lunch, so I haven't had my dinner yet. Henry just had his dinner, though. He's a happy full boy. Will Dan be there? Listen, I tried so hard last night to get Dan to get tickets.
So 1011, taxi straight ahead to the ramp.
The thing with Dan is he lives far, man. And because we're only staying for 4 days, it doesn't make a ton of sense for Dan to travel. The easiest way for Dan is he would have to go Edmonton, Minneapolis, Boston, and then he'd have to take the train from Boston to Providence. And the flight gets in at like 10:30 p.m. into Boston. So really he would be there for like 3 days. Spend thousands of dollars.
Right heading 150.
Right 150, JetBlue 120.
Need to have some good seafood? Dude, I can't wait. We need to find a nice seafood place. Joe B won't eat seafood, but I certainly will. I need some lobster. Preliminary homework says it'll be $20 to $30 a person for the train to New Haven.
770, contact Boston approach.
That's definitely cheaper than driving, Joe. How much does a tank of gas cost on the truck? $100? Honey bunny. Well, at least you'll have no one misbehaving. Rhode Island's full of seafood. I can't wait, CST. Are you a seafood aficionado? I know Les won't be joining us for seafood. Les is like allergic to seafood, I believe. No seafood for Les.
Endeavor 3455, leave my airspace. New York approach.
He's got to fly us back.
Service terminated. Forget the change approved.
Endeavor 3455, thanks for your help. Have a good night.
Right, official copy requesting the ILS runway 1 into press dials 4 right.
November 6th, leaving a pop-up perfect, clear to right to correct.
Correct, pop-up.
Very true, CST, yeah. Even if it's just the three of us, we'll split the gas. It's pretty much equal in the truck. True. The problem, there might, well, yeah, I guess. There might be more. Well, maybe, I don't know. I still think the train is the best option, Joe. That way we don't have to limit on, like, who can come, if people want to come, if there's people from chat that want to join us. Just, hey, guys, everybody meet, you know. Everybody meet at the Providence Amtrak. Jump on the train if you want to go. Bean, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Altimeter 2984.
Delta 400 Boston Center, roger.
2984
Air Canada 756, contact Boston approach 133.0.
33-0. Thanks for ATC, Josh. We'll see you soon, man.
See you later, thanks.
33-0. He's trying to figure out who I am. How much is gas? Where I am? I don't know what it's like in Rhode Island. Where I'm at, it's about $1.30 a liter. $1.25 a liter, I think. We have ATIS Whiskey. Boston approach, good evening. Air Canada 756, ATIS Whiskey descending on the J Fund. We've got 4 right plugged.
Air Canada 756, Boston approach, thanks for Whiskey, altimeter 2984, expect ILS 4 right.
Expect the ILS 4 right, thanks. Air Canada 756. Captain Crystal, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're well. Chat, do we have any scenery for Providence in the sim? It'd be cool to maybe do some flights into Providence leading up to the expo. Americans don't know what a leader is. I'm sure they could figure it out. It's fly too high, but it's... okay. Might have to pick that one up. There is, it could get on ground if you fly in. Hey, there you go. Okay. Do we sell liters of cola? They do. It's true. I know what a 2-liter is. Oh, man. Dude, back when I was in...
1,500, climbing 3,000.
Delta 77.
Back when I was in university, my buddy was dating this chick, and she was in school to be a paramedic, so pretty stressful. Every weekend, she would buy a 2-liter of wine, and she would drink it, so she got the nickname 2-liter. So every time I see somebody like saying 2-liter, I just immediately think of her. That was her legit nickname was 2-liter. Fun times, man.
216, connect tower 128.8.
Are we on approach? We are on approach. Yes, sir.
So, yeah.
Nice little evening arrival. Rip to her liver? In moderation. Once a week is probably not the worst, right? Oh, we got Tower online as well, 28.8. Good to see that Boston fully staffed up this evening. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Pretty much had ATC the full flight, chat. We were off ATC for about 10 or 15 minutes. Excuse me. That sunset pretty quickly back there, though. Flying to Providence with your Quebecois accent?
Delta 7719.
Les is going to let me do all the ETC, I think, as well. We're flying Les's plane down. So I'm pretty sure he's going to let me do... I'm pretty sure he's going to let me do all the ETC comms. So that'll be fun. Be with Montreal Center, then probably with Boston Center, then Providence Approach, Providence Tower, Providence Ground.
Thank you for whiskey. Expect the island to 48.
I finally get to say we're parking at Signature. Or something like that. I don't know where we're parking. I'm just assuming Signature. Les will probably know. Please say see ya. No, I won't do that. Not IRL flying. Not unless I know the ATC, which I don't. Like, if I was flying a lot in the real world and, like, I actually knew the ATC, I might hit him with a see ya. But, they're pretty strict and straight to business up here with the ATC, man. Every experience that I've had. No meows on comms? No, yeah. I have to find out what FBO they have the best rates for the expo. True, that's right. I forgot that they offer rates, right, Les? For all the fancy pants that own their own airplanes. Les. Sorry. Coughed a little bit. I'm ready, though.
Brickyard 4646, connect Boston Center 134.7.
Boston.
34.7, have a good night, Brickyard.
I'm going to start practicing. Boston Center. Beechcraft. Charlie Golf Mike Tango Tango. 9,000 feet. ATIS information, Quebec. Boom. Our de-icers had a competition going who could get the most pilots to say see ya when leaving the de-ice pad. Nice. See, I'd be good for that. That'd be fun. I don't think I would just like drop like a big old see ya on like a Montreal Center or something. All right, 10,000 feet. Landing lights are on. Ding the cabin. Over to departure. See ya. Could you imagine, dude? And that is the last time that Les ever lets me touch the controls of his airplane. Wait, so 25 to 30 bucks each way per person for the train. So economically, maybe not the best idea. Okay. Yeah. Let's play it by ear, Joe. We can, you know, we'll see how we're feeling. Maybe you want to have a couple wobbly pops. Maybe you want to have a nice old stretch with me and you don't want to drive. You know? You never know. You never know. Maybe somebody's going to force a stretch on you. What are you going to do if you're got to stretch? You got to stay limber.
Bonanza 36 Romeo Alpha on the ground at Norwood. I-5 to Laconia, ready copy with weather.
Think you do something funny because of muscle memory? I think I did pretty good the first time I ever did it. I was nervous as hell for some reason for the first time I did it. Les actually has a video up on his YouTube channel if you want to check that out.
November 36 Romeo Alpha on the ground at Norwood.
Jesus, Davis. All right, I meant to pause the music. I'm going to pause the music now. I'm going to turn our sim sounds up. We're going to get invested in our approach. It is a little bit of a long approach into Boston. Very low cloud deck as well this evening. Can't even see anything. We're basically over top of downtown Boston. It's down there. Actually, it's more down here, but you know what I mean. Sean. You can't eat around Davis.
Boston approach Canada 220, J12 through 13,000.
Okay, Canada 220 Boston approach, whiskey current altimeter 2984, expect ILS 4 right.
Expect ILS 4 right, Canada 220.
JetBlue 215, Boston Center now 134.7. Boston Center 34.7, see you, JetBlue 215. Stay on. Air Canada 770 to set and maintain 3,000.
Send 3,000, Air Canada 770.
We literally can't see anything out there right now. Nothing but cloud. That is downtown Boston. There. Oh, you can maybe just a little bit of it peeking through some of the clouds. It's there. Boston. Ominously dark in these clouds right now as well. Getting bumped around a little bit. Let's turn on some cockpit lights, shall we? Until we're on final. Kez, what's up, my man? 5 Swiss francs. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate the support.
Kez97R donated 5 Swiss francs. Hey Cap, will you be a go to MS 2024 now that SU2 released?
We'll see. I mean, I'd like to take a look at it. I don't know exactly when that will happen, but at some point, yes, I would like to take a look at the new sim update too. I've heard good things, I've heard bad things. Boston. Boston. There's the airport jet. We're coming in on 4 right, which is this runway right here. Boston could have been cool for the expo as well. I bet it was just too expensive at the convention centers in Boston.
Air Canada 770, turn right heading 270.
Right, 270, Air Canada 770.
Thanks so much again, Kez, for the 5 Swiss francs. Appreciate you, my man. Thank you, buddy.
South right at Norwood, ready taxi, like runway 35 if possible.
Number 6 Romeo Alpha, runway 35, taxi via Alpha.
35 the Alpha, 6 Romeo Alpha.
Air Canada 770, set and maintain 2,000.
Down to 2,000, Air Canada 770.
I've said we're going to smash the 319 all day, and we've had some pretty good landings in this today. Hopefully those good landings continue here in Boston. After 12 years, I'll be coming back to Canada for a week or two. Hey, nice. Very cool, man. Where are you going? Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal, Calgary, Banff? Are you going East Coast?
Space State
3609, reduce speed to 190, then descend and maintain 4000.
Why don't you use chase plane? Because I use because I use Tobii eye tracker. It's not compatible with it yet.
Descend and maintain 3000.
3000 Air Canada 756.
Air Canada 770, 3 miles from Milt, maintain
3,000 feet.
until established low glide to clear ILS for 4 right approach.
Maintain 2,000 until established, clear ILS 4 right approach, Air Canada 770.
And because he's given us 3,000 feet, we can descend at about 1,000 feet per minute. All right, we're back up on cam. Stretching has been completed. Goofy, what's up, man? Welcome back. Hope you're well.
Air Canada 770, tower 128.8.
28.8, Air Canada 770.
Do we have ground online as well? Boston ground's online, 21.9.
Canada 15, Boston approach, good evening. Descending via the Rubik 3 arrival currently.
Vancouver, my hometown?
Yeah,
Nice,
15,
dude. I love
Boston,
Vancouver.
Whiskey Colonel, altimeter 2984, ILS for 4 right.
I love Vancouver.
We have whiskey and plenty of ILS for 4 right, United.
All right, I believe we have a speed restriction coming up here, 210 knots at Joe B. So we're going to bug that, and then what I'll do is we'll activate our approach mode in the airplane. Activate approach, confirm. Good. Well, that looks nice, breaking out of all that weather. Very nice. Very nice. Mr. Danbury. Good to see you, sir. I'm doing well, Goofy. Can't complain, man. Can't complain. Had a little bit of a hiccup this morning with the sim. We figured it all out. Been a long day. All right, 210 on the speed restriction. Good. Bug that up now. Go ahead and arm our ground spoilers.
756, turn right heading 310.
Right turn 310, Canada 756. I like some nice little Victor Vectors, chat. We like those. Get our LS switch turned on. Beautiful. Give it a little bit of a better descent rate, 1,200 feet per minute. Got dark fast, it did.
756 at 3,000, speed 180.
At 3,000, speed 180, Air Canada 756. All right, speed check, flaps 1.
756, turn right heading 010, join the localizer.
Right turn 010, join the localizer, Air Canada 756. All right, let's arm localizer, shallow that out a little bit. There's 3,000 feet, Lokestar captured, we'll arm approach, good. Bring that speed back to 180, good. Localizer and glide slope has been captured. Beautiful vectors. Beautiful vectors. Henry.
4 right, maintain 210 knots or greater, United A15.
Base state 3609, turn right heading 310 at 4,000, speed back to 180, then continue to 3,000.
All right.
Base state 3609, turn right heading 310.
310, base state 3609.
Base state 3609.
Let's go ahead and drop the gear, 2,500 feet.
180, then down to 3.
Air Canada 756, Tier 2 from Milt, maintain 2,000 until established cloud out, 4 right approach, and contact tower 128.8.
All right, 2,000 to establish, and over to tower 2080. Thanks for ATC, Air Canada 756.
See ya.
Boss Tower, good evening, Air Canada 756, ILS 4 right.
Air Canada 756, Boss Tower, runway 4 right, clear to land.
4 right, clear to land, Air Canada 756. Speed check, flaps 2.
Turn left on,
Final approach speed coming in.
33 left, connect ground plane ladder.
Let's go and get the rest of our lights on. Lights, 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 good. We'll dim the cockpit lights, good. Ground spoilers are armed. Just waiting on full flaps now. We'll go speed check, flaps 3. You're about to eat some Chick-fil-A? Lucky boy. Lucky boy. Shame it's cloudy? A little bit. Yeah, for sure it is. Definitely a little bit. Alright, and rolling up on 160 knots. Speed check, flaps full. Let's go ahead and start the recording. I'll throw it over to the joystick cam. Coming up on 1,200 feet. My airplane. Alright, friends. Let's grease it out, shall we? We've had some great flying on the 319 today. Let's continue that. It's showing a tailwind right now, 4-knot tailwind. Interesting. A little bit low, correcting. And don't worry, when we do our replay, we'll bring the time back so we can actually watch the replay. $500. Checked. $400. $300. 100 above. Minimum. Continue. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Restart.
36 your lap off the power and full active allowed.
Beauty, nose down gently, reversers are out. Oh my god, the wind is shifting everywhere. Decel. Not bad. Not our best. Not our worst. Under 200 foot per minute. We'll take it. There's definitely a glide slope mismatch on that approach as well. 70 knots, reverser stowed. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Boston. Beauty. Not bad. Not bad for the 319, friends. Not bad for the 319. Bring you back up into the flight deck. Vacate here to the left. Beautiful. Go and get some cockpit lights. Go and get our landing lights off. Strobe lights off. Wing lights off. EPU master start switches on. Go ahead and clean up the ground spoilers and the flaps.
Turn left off the mic, cross runway 33 right, hold short 33 left.
I will cross Mike and we'll hold short. You said 33 left, Air Canada 756.
I got a 56 affirmative, a verified left turn onto mic.
And a left turn onto Mike, correct. Left turn onto Mike. Where is he getting me? Where are we going now, Chad? Alright, left turn on Mike and then hold short. Okay, he's taking us this way. Got you. Good thing he confirmed that, because I would have kept going straight. Here's Mike. Left turn on to Mike. We'll get our nose light over to taxi as well. Not so bright. Beautiful. We'll stop our flight time as well today. 1 hour and 11 minutes. Beautiful. Henry.
Turn that up there, 57, off the power, runway 9 and launchable weight.
Launchable weight, runway 9, Air Canada 757.
Hi, buddy. What are you doing? What are you doing? Little Hank.
Air Canada 670.
Safe travels, have a great flight. Nah, enjoy flight. Travis, thanks, man. Appreciate you, dude. Doing another leg? Nah, that's it for me today, man. That is it. We had a long one earlier. That is it for me. I gotta eat something. I gotta take Henry out. Alright, now, did he tell me cross? I can't remember if he told me to hold short or cross. Should we... I think he said cross. Or did he say hold short? Let's hold short. Let's,
3609 Roger, turn left on the mic, hold short 33 right.
Yeah, hold short 33 mic. Yeah.
That's 2, that's stuff today. Okay, left mic, base 3609, hold short 33 right.
Okay, coming up 220, positive, where are you?
Alright, and ground's on 21.9. Bug that up, good. Hey, in your bed, please. I'll take you in a minute. In your bed.
Back to that 8670, runway 9er, lot of void.
In your bed. Good boy.
Back to that 756, cross, runway 33 right, hold short of 33 left, connect ground point 9er.
Alright, we'll cross 33 right, we'll hold short 33 left, and we'll contact ground point 9er, Air Canada 7566 ATC. Alright, switch over to ground, 21.9. Crossing the runway, good pilots, strobe light on. You want a 3 monitor setup? 3 monitor setups can be nice. You need a real beefy GPU for that one. Lost ground, good evening, Air Canada 756 crossing, 33 right, holding short, 33 left.
Air Canada 756, hello, Boston ground, safe parking.
We're looking to go in to Terminal B. We're going to be on the north side of Terminal B.
Air Canada 756, continue taxi via Mike Foxtrot, cross runway 33 left, hold short of runway 4 left.
Alright, we'll continue on Mike. Foxtrot will cross 33 left, hold short 4 left. Air Canada 756.
Air Canada 294.
Alright, Mike and Foxtrot.
Mike, cross runway 4 left.
Mike, Foxtrot, hold short. Alright. That's going to be our next right after crossing this runway. Man, Boston looks so good at night. Sheesh. Got the downtown in the background, the cool airport.
Kilo Juliet,
this scenery is so good, man. Fly Tampa, Boston.
Kilo Mike, cross runway
So
4
damn
left.
good. Oh, damn good. All right, strobe lights can go off. We'll spool up the APU, get that ready to go. We'll also stop the recording. We've got that. We'll watch the replay. When deciding between should I play Flight Sim or should I watch the Leafs play hockey, the choice is easy. Definitely Flight Sim. Alright, this should be our right turn on Foxtrot, which it is.
Ground, continue taxi via Mike Foxtrot, cross runway 33 left, hold short of runway 4 left.
Mike Foxtrot,
Here's
cross 33 left,
Foxtrot.
4 left, base 83609.
He should give us crossing instructions soon.
Air
Hold
Canada
short.
294, monitor tower 128.8.
Monitor tower, infrastructure, Dubai, Canada 74.
Alright.
November 282, Whiskey Bravo.
Holding short.
Monitor tower 128.8, have a nice flight.
Cap, we landed. Use manual brakes or reverse thrust. Auto brake should have been armed.
Honda 579.
Just reverse thrust and auto brake.
Tower 128.8, have a nice flight.
128.8, Lufthansa 579er.
APU is on and available. Blue bleed is on.
Boston ground, player 112, sorry about that. We are now ready for push and start with X-ray.
JJ, my man, welcome to first class. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Hope all is well. Thank you very much for the continued support, my amigo. Appreciate you, man. Calvin, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude.
Air
Welcome.
Canada 756, cross runway 4 left, continue Foxtrot Alpha to the ramp. Good night.
All right, we'll cross 4 left. We'll continue Foxtrot Alpha to the ramp. Thanks for ATC here, Canada 756. All right, so Foxtrot and our second left will be Alpha. We're going Alpha Echo all the way around. If we're looking at gate assignments, we should be up into, like, it's like gate 83 or something like that, 84. We'll take gate 83 if it's available. Gate B, show all positions. Is that B3? Hold on, I might be... Yeah, B3, not B83. B3, no. Handled by Air Canada, perfect. Feel like the tower should have more lights. No, you don't want it to have lights, right? You want it unobstructed as best as you can. Feel like taxing in Boston needs its own ATIS? It's not too bad, to be honest with you. Boston's pretty straightforward, especially like the routing that they have. It's not nearly as bad. Once you like know the airport, it's not nearly as bad as some of the other airports. It's laid out quite nicely. Kind of like Toronto. Toronto can be a little bit of a clusterfuck sometimes as well, but... Are you playing Sim Update 2? No, this is Microsoft 2020. I have not launched Sim Update 2 yet. Probably get around to it.
Bluffing ground, American 241 radio check.
O'Hare's laughing in the background. Yeah, O'Hare is crazy.
We're ready for push.
Yeah.
American 241, hello, Boston
Think I'll be pleased with Sim Update. I've heard some good, I've heard some bad. We'll see.
Call for taxi,
Yeah.
information X-ray is current.
So the fog shows up in the tail terminals. Ah, dude, it's incredible. The lighting in Microsoft is phenomenal, man. The volumetric lighting, I think that's the best way to describe it.
220, continue taxi via Mike.
Skipple is basically like running an Iron Man. Very true. Yeah, anytime anybody needs to complain. Very true. Alright, we'll make a right turn here. I think this is Echo.
Hello, ground. FedEx 291 heavy down by the cargo airplane, pushing start extra, Castevens.
Good. Yeah, Skipple can be a little bit much. Ooh, FedEx MD-11 parked up over there. Very nice.
FedEx 291 heavy, hello, Boston ground. Pushback on the kilo is approved. Call for taxi. Can you take runway?
Are you going to try the CSS? We'll see, JJ. I don't know, man. Definitely not going to try it right away. I'll wait and see some reviews, and if it looks like something I'm interested in, like you said, I'll pay the $5 and try it for a month or whatever. But I don't know, man. I just don't see myself flying it enough to warrant paying $120 or $50 a year, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know. You can do it monthly for $5. Yeah, you can do it. You can do it more than a month for $5. You can do it multiple months. It's $5 a month, $50 a year, or $120 outright. I personally think that's incredibly steep of a price tag to pay for a classic airline, but that's me. You know.
Just Air Canada terminal.
Air Canada 220. Taxi for the ramp via Foxtrot Alpha Echo. Cross runway 4 left.
To the ramp by Foxtrot Alpha.
You do get 3 planes. Yeah, you get the 300, the 400, the 500.
Player
Correct.
112 requesting taxi.
You also get like a converted freighter in with it as well, I believe. Alright, where's our gate, chat? I think we're over here in the corner. Yeah, this one right here.
Runway 9 to taxi via
I found
Alpha
us.
Quebec Bravo Kilo Mike cross runway 4
I found
left,
us.
player 112.
That's going off. That's going off. B3 for us. Yeah, well, that's it as well. The devs are a little bit unknown, right? Have they made anything for like P3D or FSX before? I think somebody was saying they did, but... Got our marshaller, marshal us in. Could be interesting, some northern cargo ops. Yep, definitely. But how many of those are we going to do? Not very many, right? Spark brake is on, upstairs EPU's on, gens are on, engine number 1 is off, engine number 2 is off. Listen to these spool down sounds as well, chat. Listen to this. God. This airplane is so good, man. That literally, it's exactly what a CFM sounds like shutting down. Beacon light is off, seatbelt signs off, fuel pumps are off, ladies and gentle people. Welcome to Boston. Welcome to Boston. There we go, friends. Look at that. Beautiful looking toothpaste Air Canada parked up at the gate. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right, let's disconnect from VATSIM. Let's jump into our replay, shall we, amigos? Let's go ahead and quit this. Good. Let's go ahead and go to this. Dismiss. Panel states ready. Activate. Good. Make sure our flaps are set full. I'm going to turn the park brake off. We'll turn all of our lights back on. Lights, 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 lights. I'm going to advance the time a little bit so that it's... so I'm going to bring the time back a little bit so we kind of get like a sunset arrival so we can actually see. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to see anything trying to do the replay. It's too dark. That should be good. Little sunset arrival into Boston. All right, we're good to go. Let's hit the replay button. Beautiful. We'll pause the replay. We'll bring this forward. We'll go from like right about here should be good. Trim, start here. Yes. Resume. Good. Let's jump outside. Let's go from behind the airplane. Get a nice view of this. Look at that. There's the port. I don't know what it's called. We'll just call it the Port of Boston. I don't know if that's actually what it is, but there you go. I'm going to end this one. Good. Good. Flappy wings. Yeah, it's bugged out on the replay for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why. The replay, you would think it would be good for replay because it has like panel states and stuff, but it's not really the best, to be completely fair. I mean, that was a pretty good landing, chat. All things considering, that wasn't bad at all. Maybe could have gone with a little bit more flare input. A little bit. Just a little bit more flare input, but not bad, man. Under 200 feet per minute. Don't forget, this is the smash bus. The 319 is an absolute brick of an airplane. Not bad. I'm actually pretty happy with that one. Wasn't that bad at all. Maybe just a little bit more flare. Dead on that center line. Hold the nose for the aerodynamic braking. Nose down gently. Not too shabby, my friends. Not too shabby. Well, everybody, I'd like to take this time now to thank my mods, my donators, and my sponsors. Without you guys here, none of this would be possible. I say it every stream, but I truly, truly do mean it. You guys are absolutely incredible. Without you guys here, this just ain't possible. So thank you all so much for the continued support of this channel. If you haven't done so, please don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. If you haven't done so as well, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I am off tomorrow, but we are back Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Saturday, I believe we're going to be in the 320. Sunday and Monday, we're looking to be in the 321. I think that's what the plan is. Things may change. There's been a few of you that have been asking if we could take a look at maybe Microsoft 2024 this weekend. So it's something that I will have to consider for sure. But in the time being, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, finishing off the week in the Phoenix Series aircraft. To everybody else that cannot support the streams with a monetary value, but supports the streams through smash down the thumbs up button, hanging out, flying with me on VATSIM, controlling on VATSIM. I want to thank you guys just as much. Thank you, everybody, for the continued support of this stream. It does not go unnoticed, and I am forever grateful. Thank you guys all so much for the support. I truly, truly do appreciate it. Guys, enjoy your arrival into Boston and the replays, and I look forward to seeing you guys all on Saturday. I've got a fun flight planned. I still don't know. I haven't checked if it actually works out, but I have a fun flight planned for Saturday. It'll be a long one. Not one long one, it's going to be two long ones. Not like a long haul, but two longer flights is the plan. All right, so brainstorm, if you will. Flappy wing, holy. Leave you all with some replays, guys. Have a great night. Have a great Thursday. Have a great Friday. Great start to your weekend. And I look forward to seeing you guys all on Saturday. Happy landings, my friends. Wrong button.